Perfect ecstasy, boundless cacophony, excessive agony. I must have more. The Emperor's children, also sometimes known after their fall as the Lords of Profligacy, are a traitor legion of Chaos Space Marines who devote themselves solely to the service of the Chaos God Slanesh, the Prince of Pleasure, though they were originally the Imperium of Man's proud 3rd Legion of Astartes. Hi and welcome to WarHQ. On today's episode, what we're going to be doing is going back over our Emperor's Children army for Epic Armageddon. Now, we started this one a while back. It's been quite a year. A lot of things have happened, so I've been a bit behind, but I've finally got this force painted and finished, and I wanted to display that to you as part 2 of that series. So sorry to all my Epic Armageddon fans out there. I was meant to get more onto this, but now, as you can see, the army in its full splendor is before us, and what I'll do is I'll go through the miniatures, how I painted them, and then some of the troop choices and stuff that I made, just so you can get a bit of an idea of where I'm going with this force, and hopefully you can provide an army list for you at the end, and yeah, just some general information. So if you like this sort of content, then please stay tuned, please subscribe to the channel. We appreciate your time and effort in doing so. It only takes you a second to do, means a lot to us. But for now, let's get started. I suppose the best place to start is to have a look at the models themselves and how I've gone with them, and the divisions that I've used within this force. So taking a look here, this first division at the front is a unit of Chaos Space Marines. So you've got 6 Chaos Space Marines. You have 1 Demon Prince, which can sub in for the leader, doesn't really matter, and 4 Rhinos as well, which take it. And this is a Chaos Sorcerer as well. So there's a Chaos Sorcerer with that unit. Let's have a look at some of these, just so you can get a bit of an idea. As you see the minute detail on these things, I've gone with the normal Chaos Space Marines, I've gone like black, and then I've used pink highlights for the Emperor's Children, and the leader models sort of stand out from that as well. As you can see there, Demon Prince is quite a nice, these are quite cool Demon Prince models. I have 6 of these, they came in the sprue, so I just used this one in basis of 2, so like Demon Prince twins or something. But yeah, they do the job for the Emperor's Children. And just normal Marines you can see here as well. Sorry, I should say with this division you've got 2 units of Havocs as well. So you pretty much have 2 units of Havocs. You've got the Chaos Sorcerer, you've got your 3 Marines, and then you've got a Demon Prince, all with Rhino transports. Let me see here, the second division here, which is just a normal Chaos Space Marine division again, just has a Chaos Lord. Like these guys are in a different color scheme again. I've gone the black, but what I've done is given them orange highlights just to make them stand out a bit better on the field. There's the leader there. There's the banner, you can see. And just another 5 units of normal Chaos Space Marines there. And fairly simple theme there, but they do look quite cool on the board. So that's those guys. And I should say that they're supported by 2 units of Dreadnoughts. So Emperor's Children Dreadnoughts are with them as well. Those guys are pretty cool. Just pink, black, and silver. That's the main theme for this army. It sort of stands out on the board. Looks good. Dreadnoughts I've done a few different variations of, like just different painting. You see those there. Okay, that's our 2 normal units of Chaos Space Marines. A third unit, which is quite a large one, is my Noise Marine unit. So it's got 4 Rhino transports, and you've got 8 units of Noise Marines, so 2 for each of these. You can see here, now these, because they're Noise Marines, I've gone the all pink kind of option with their paint job. These are the leaders, so you can take this as whatever you want, a Chaos Lord or something. But yeah, this is the one with a mixture of miniatures, so there's that little miniature on the end there is from a different company, slightly smaller, but it's got the more Noise Marine sort of things, and they're female Marines as well, those ones. And you can see just your other units, just your normal units of them. Kind of look like this. Pretty cool. They've got little punky hairdos. So that's the Noise Marines, and just the Chaos Rhinos that go with those funky little vehicles. Okay. Okay, that's our Noise Marine contingent there, or division. Now moving on to our heavier stuff. First unit we'll look at is these guys. So this is a main heavy unit, and it's a unit of 4 Land Raiders and 4 Terminators. So here's your Terminator Lord right here. Oh, I can get him in focus. There he is. Terminator Lord and his Terminator posse. I've done him in yellow just to make him a little bit different. The Terminators I've stood out with different colours on their shoulder pads. These guys have silver. I think they come out quite good, these ones. I think they look quite effective. The silver and the purple kind of colour look really good on the field. This guy's got like a sword and a big power glove. Your normal units on this division look like this. They've got black heads. If this one ever comes into focus, which it may not. There he is. Sorry about that. So here's your normal units of Space Marine Terminators as well. They're quite cool. And then just taking a bit of a look at the actual Land Raiders. These are proxy models, but they're quite epic. They're massive models. I've kind of gone with the silver and purple theme of the Emperor's Children here because I think it really stands out, particularly on the vehicles. Makes them really pop on the field. You want them to kind of look the part. Now, we have another unit of Terminators as well over here. It's another unit of 4, and these ones are assisted by 2 Chaos Dreadnoughts as well, just to buff out their numbers a bit. So we have a look at these guys. These guys are slightly different. What I've done here, as you can see, they have like yellow heads as opposed to the other ones which had black, just so they stand out on the field. And different coloured banner. You can see there. Guys are pretty rad. And yeah, more Dreadnoughts, which we've looked at. These ones have different colours. Some of them have more black than purple. Other ones have more purple than black, just to make them stand out as a unit. Now, on from that, we have an armoured division here. So this armoured division is 6 Predators. And these are quite cool. Miniatures, they're proxies. They're not, they kind of look more like a Lehman Russ, I know. But they do the job for what I'm doing here. These have got like lights. I've done like orange highlights on lights. You see here, but otherwise it's a silver and purple again to make them stand out. I think it's good enough. I think they look pretty good on the board. You've got an oversized unit of 6 of those. Now, up to our aerial kind of stuff, we have a unit of 2 Hell Talons. So these ones, a little bit of detail I've gone to with these, like by doing all the silver highlights, which was a big job. You can see here they're pretty unique. And topping out the list, this one isn't in the Epic Armageddon list itself, like the one that I've got anyway, but this is my Titan. This is a proxy Titan. I think it looks quite cool. I've really gone with orange and green, kind of really obvious standout highlights, so it looks good on the field. Pretty happy with how that one came out. You've got the Slaanesh symbols on there in red over that light green. It's a pretty beast model. And last model, which won't be the last ever, but it's the last model for this particular list, is my Greater Demon. So this is the Keeper of Secrets. Did it in like a snake pattern, so it looks like a carpet snake, or a coastal python if you're in Australia. You can see that there, and it just sort of goes in theme with the army. Now this model was a Dungeons and Dragons model. So those ones you find at, those game shops and that's what this was. It only cost me $10 Australian. I think it's sort of a really cool substitute for the Keeper of Secrets. Now, some of the models I'm missing from this force are demonettes, just everywhere that makes them. All the proxy places are all out of stock and no one's selling the old ones anymore. So I'm going to have to just wait till they come back in stock to be able to get them, because I've got no substitutes for demonettes. But also I should say that one of these units can have a Chaos Champion, if that Chaos Champion sacrifices itself, it can pull on the Greater Demon, which is a good thing. So that's pretty much the force as it stands at the moment. Now, if you've made it this far, then you're a complete legend in your own right, and we love you. But what we're going to do now is, just as a reward, we're going to take a bit more of a bird's eye view right down here, coming down to the ground of this Emperor's Children force, so you can get a bit of a better idea of what the models look like all together and as a force itself, and just get a better perspective, because it's, as a 6mm scale, it's quite hard to really get much in the way of what things look like on these little videos that we do. But this sort of perspective gives you a better idea of the force itself. And hopefully you appreciate that if you're an Armageddon player, which I'm sure you will, because this is what we aim for, isn't it? Is this view itself, and this completion of a force is always a pretty awesome moment for any wargamer. And this one was a labour of love, and it's taken me quite a while considering the circumstances we've been going through lately. But it's finally here, and now I can appreciate it. And if you'd like to appreciate our channel, please subscribe, like, comment, all those things. Share this if you want. And let me know what you think about this Emperor's Children force. I have decided that I'll do a part 3 of this video, and we'll do more of a breakdown of the list and the skills and talents of the Emperor's Children themselves, how to use them in Epic Armageddon, and some ideas. Because the divisions I've got here are just basically loose. Some of them, depends on what list which version of list UK or whatever you're going to use, is going to really determine how you can take this army. I'm definitely going to take the Titan. I mean, stuff at Games Workshop don't make this game anymore, so I'm just going to use a normal Chaos Titan, which isn't in the Emperor's Children list that I've seen, but I don't particularly care. We're playing for fun, and I like the model, and I think that's what it all comes down to in the end. So stay tuned for part 3 of this, which I'll be doing pretty soon. Thank you again for your time, especially if you got to the end of this. Really appreciate your time. I've been WarHQ, you've been you, and this is my Emperor's Children Epic Armageddon Force.